Welcome to my channel, Living in Calgary, Alberta. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my Calgary Real Estate Market update for December 2023. I'm going to be going over the current market prices, where they are right now, and I'm going to also go over the conditions of the market and which way it's trending as we go into 2024. If you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, my name is Dean Martin. I'm a real estate agent here in Calgary, and I've been helping families buy and sell homes for over 30 years. And if you want to learn more about Calgary and everything about living, eating, working, definitely want to subscribe to my channel. And of course, ring that bell. That way you get updated on my next videos. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I do reply to all the comments that are given there. All right, so let's get started right after this. All right, so as of December 1st, 2023, these are the benchmark prices of homes for sale in Calgary, or homes that sold. And you look at here, this first number here, 572,700, is the benchmark price of the average of these four different property types, which are the detached homes, semi-detached, row housing, which is townhouses, and apartments. So as you can see here, from year over to year growth is double digits, all the way up to row housing actually grew 21%, which is massive actually. So with the huge amount of demand and low supply, we're seeing the prices go up. So I'm going to explain that more in the next charts and graphs. But here on the right, you can see the 8 different zones in Calgary. And these are the adjusted benchmark prices for each of the zones, and all of them, all areas are up, anywhere up to 20%. All right, so let's take a look at detached home sales for the month of November, and we're actually going to look back as well as how we got to where we are right now. And so the beginning of the year was the lowest price, and just to recap from last fall, the prices went a little bit down, not a lot, but it did soften a bit. And what happened though is once we got into January, the pressure was on again. People started buying, and we saw a lot of strength. And as you can see here, the inventory also went up, but the sales kept up with it. And as what we're seeing right now is that it's getting a little bit more balanced. It's still a seller's market, and it really depends on what happens as we go into the new year. If we see similar types of numbers as we go into January and February, I would expect the prices to actually continue to rise. There's just still so many people moving into Calgary, and until that actually slows down, or we build or sell more or have more inventory, I think we're going to continue to see that pressure of the prices going upward. So this top left graph here, this is a 10-year average. So if you look at the number of sales, like 2021 was kind of the year that right after COVID, or I guess during COVID, people really started buying and starting making that move to Calgary. And this is decreased each year, and this is for this time of the year. So on a 10-year average, we're right at the 10-year average right now. And as you can see on the top right graph here, that the listings are actually lower. So with the lower supply and our increased demand as we go into 2024, there's going to be upward pressure on the price for sure. And this is our months of inventory, and again, still very low, only 1 month, roughly, a little over 1 month of supply. And so what that means, if you're not familiar with that, is that if based on the current demand, if there wasn't a new listing added, that's how many months it would take to sell out all the detached homes in Calgary. So here are the charts for semi-detached sales. So very similar scenario as the detached. The beginning of the year started off lower, and then we're up at some higher new levels. Again, there's a better spread between the sales and the inventory, so definitely more balanced. That's why you're starting to see a bit of a flattening here. Again, we just have to wait to see what happens on how many people list their home and how many people move to Calgary. If we see that same scenario as we did last year, which is very possible based on our federal government allowing in so many immigrants into Canada. I mean, people have to have a place to live, so it is putting pressure on. I know in Calgary there's a lot more pushed for more affordable housing and just more rental type properties. Again, just giving people that are living here more options. But of course that takes time. So as with the big push of people coming in, there's an upward pressure of not only rents but also house prices. So as you can see, we're above the trend line for the 10-year average on sales and below the trend line for new listings. So again here, just around, it looks like just under 2 months of inventory. So still very much a seller's market, and until we, if we see this continue with a bigger spread between the sales and the inventory, then we can expect prices to maybe flatten or go down a bit, but we'll just have to wait to see what happens in January, February. So here's a graph for townhouses, row housing. We're well above the trend line still for sales. And I think the reason for that is the affordability of detached has gone up high enough now where it's becoming more harder to buy for some of the people that are moving here. And row housing or town housing is the next place to buy. So there's a lot of sales in that for this type of property. Even our listings are actually up as well. So I know there's a lot of people that are buying the pre-construction as well, and the affordability of townhouses definitely are there compared to the detached home. So we take a look here on the graph for the trend line of price. So we just have a very steady increase throughout the year. And so as you can see, the difference between the sales and the listings are very tight. So as you can see here, there's quite a few more listings that came on in November, which is good. And we'll just have to see as we go into the new year how much demand there is. I suspect these are going to get sold fairly quickly. And here's our apartment sales graphs. Yeah, apartments are really taking off in Calgary. Again, it just has a lot to do with affordability. We're also seeing a lot of investors now choose Calgary to invest their money. And this is just an opportunity for investors that were maybe looking at Toronto or Vancouver or those areas. There's just a lot of upside for growth in Calgary. And so as you can see here from December till now, just quite a huge increase in value. And again, well above the trend line, the 10-year trend line for sales and listings. And again, months of supply, right around 1 month. So a very strong market for apartments. So which is really good for Calgary because apartments in Calgary haven't done that well in the past. But I think now just with the affordability, a lot of people are now starting to choose to own apartments rather than just rent. So it does make sense, obviously, to purchase if you can. And a lot of people are now starting to choose to do that. So as you can see, the Calgary real estate market is doing very well. People are still moving here and they're able to find homes. It's a bit of a challenge in certain price ranges, but if you're working with an agent, that's certainly something that is going to help you target and find that home that's best for you and your family. So once again, I just want to invite you to feel free to reach out to me. I love helping families locate a home that best fits their budget and their needs. And again, all you need to do is just, all my contact information is below. Reach out anytime and I'd love to hear from you. Again, thanks for watching and have a great day.